what happened here, Deej been really, really nice to me when I was away. Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't bored. I was being nice. I was being really, really nice.
Really, really nice, and he did half of the job, more than the half of the job.
I did that really complicated job.
Very, very complicated, half of the job. And now we have an easier half to do.
You have an easier half.
I have an easier half to do today. And then I can take it, put it on Jonesy, and then I can ride the bike. I can finally ride it just before winter comes.
It's brilliant.
Hopefully. That'd be nice.
It'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just look how nice and clean it is.
Cleaned up really well. All the passages are cleared out now. The throttle linkage and the choke linkage is all back together now as it should be.
Also, you told that in the kit, when you did those 2 carbs, you found out that one of the parts in the kit is not fitting well. It's called spot the difference.
The threads are completely different.
So that's
the actual size
went wrong.
Is slightly different as well, but the threads are very different. So unfortunately, we can't use the new fuel needle. We'll use the old one, which I've cleaned up already, but we use new spring seal washer on that, and that'll be basically good as new anyway. And can you remember how many turns?
Oh dear, 1.5?
1.4.
1.4.
It's written down here.
Oh, it's close.
I wrote it down here, 1.4. Yeah, well, because we've got
Is that 1.4?
high flow K&N filters.
How do you know that's 1.4?
Because I wrote it.
It's only you know.
I know. That's all that matters. That's
like,
a 1.4.
It looks like a little man running with a very short legs.
My handwriting
and this looks like a couple.
Doing what?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I know what number it is, and I've remembered it the whole time.
It looks like a tiny people.
But we're going to do another quarter turn on top of the screws because you've got the high flow K&N filters and a custom exhaust.
So how do you decide that you need... Oh, you guess. How many carbs you did in your lifetime?
Well, this year I've done 6, 7... 12, 13, 14, 15 including these. 16.
So you did 16 carbs just this year alone?
Yes.
So you know what you're talking about.
Roughly,
We can trust you.
I did the same on the big blue beastie behind you. I redid the carbs on that one this year. And because that's running in custom high flow exhaust and K&N filters, I basically did the same on that. So I gave the fuel needles a quarter turn and it sorted everything out.
So you already tested it on this very special bike.
It is a very special bike.
With boobs.
It was my stepdad's, and he always used to say that he got my mum painted on the tank. She's this dragon here. This one here. That's my mum. Right.
Okay, back to work.
We're going to build up the sliders first, which are these 2 here with the linkage. So we're going to build them up first with new needles in them, which are the long thing there. 1 needle.
That's from the new kit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We're just sharing the parts now. How you? Oh, it says here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I doing 1 or 4?
You are doing. Oh, hold on.
It says 34 on this one.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3 or 4, and then that's 1. Yeah.
So which one I'm doing?
You will be doing whichever one of those you pick up over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the wrong bit I just pulled out.
4. I'm gonna do 4. Like a number 4.
Fuel off. Fuel.
If we're going to set these up similar to how they were before, here's an old one, and you see it's on the first one at the top. You've got to get that in. That's it. And push straight down.
Yay!
That's it.
Did it. Did it.
get your little needle, slip it in the hole in the middle, and that will go all the way down.
Okay. Here we go. Boom, boom. Yeah.
And now, what we have to do is get the linkage in and screwed in with the little spring that's on there, right on the top of the little part. What I have found is the easiest way to do it is to do this. Slip a screw in.
Yeah. On both sides, yeah? Or just one?
I'll just do one.
Okay.
Start putting it in and then use the screwdriver to
As a top tip.
the top tip is to get someone else to do it. We want rubber seal, we want the spring, you want that little tiny washer that's in there as well, you want little tiny O-ring, needle and seat. Yep.
How do you call it?
That's needle and seat. It's for the fuel.
Say again?
Needle and seat.
Needle and seat.
Yeah, so the end of
I thought I
that.
misheard it. Needle and seat.
So the tip of that, all that black bit is rubber.
Oh, okay.
So that seals up with the fuel. I'll show you how that works in a second. Main jet, which is the bigger one of the two. Top gasket. And then you want the smaller of the middle, sort of middle of the O-rings, and then the rest of it we don't use. So with this, you just...
Hello.
Hi. You just do it up enough. It's literally just like enough so it's tight in there. Don't go crazy with it, because otherwise the next time you come to do these, everything will be super duper over tightened and you'll never get it undone. We're going to put the main jet in. So in the top, screw it in.
Very soon we're going to do a review of the tools. And Dij don't know yet, but he will be involved.
Okay.
Because I want the opinion of the expert, Simon.
Oh, yeah, he's the expert. So what does that mean?
And then the mid-expert.
Middle, yeah.
And then the novice. So how it is to use tools for all of us. We will do, maybe we can do some like competitions and stuff. You guys can get involved and think of the competitions that we can do.
Well, we could make something, see if how quickly can we do something up?
Yeah, but it can't be competition how quickly, because of course expert gonna win.
Make sure you get your screwdriver right in the middle of it. So when you tighten it up, it doesn't then break it. That's it.
Okay.
Declare that good enough. Right, the next thing we're going to put in is the fuel control needle, which will go in this hole here. Right, but we need to get this ready first. So, spring, little teeny tiny washer.
I have to lick it because otherwise I can't.
And then little teeny tiny O-ring. And what they do is they stop fuel from leaking out of the hole. Do it up finger tight to start with. And then you get your screwdriver. Then you go, this one you go all the way in, which is there. And then we need to turn it 1.5 turns out. 1.5. 1.5 turns.
Okay, so I go all the way in.
Yep. And that should set the
Should it be like a little bit hard?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
A couple of these carbs where somebody had
That is all the way in, yeah?
Okay, now turn it 1.5 turns out.
Okay, so this. That's one. And then this needs to be done,
Yep.
yeah?
There you go.
Here we go.
So that should be, these all should be set enough to get the bike running. And then we can play about with it afterwards once it's running.
So when people talk about fiddling the carbs, that's exactly what they're talking about.
Essentially what you'd start doing is you'll start playing with that needle there. You'll adjust that in or out, depending if you want less fuel, out if you want more fuel. If you're going to go more extreme, then you start playing with the jets. So you put bigger jets in, more fuel, and then hopefully between them and better air filters, you should be okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the bottom here, which will stop the fuel from dripping at the bottom.
Okay.
So hold on.
Not yet.
Get your little rubber, or your little O-ring,
And push it all the way.
and push it all the way. Put it in. Start tightening it up. If the O-ring didn't go in straight away there, I'll just lick it. Just put a bit of spit on it. Lube it up. There you go. So that should go all the way in, and now you can't see at the bottom. So the next thing to do is we need to put the float in with your little needle and seat combination thing here. So you get that, hook it on, take it to your carb. Oh, don't do what I just did. And
How do you remember that, all that stuff? Is it because you did a lot?
my mind is like a sponge. I remember lots of things. I remember lots of useless things as well. And then over here, we've got these. Remember these ones?
Not really.
So what you do,
Oh yeah.
you put it through the hole. Of course, one of these is going to be difficult, and I think it's this one.
Mine doesn't look easy either.
To sort of make it go.
It's getting a bit.
This is the one that we had to hit several times with another one.
I'm in.
You're in,
Yeah.
and I'm getting my number 4 hammer out. Yeah, that's in. I got my little pliers as well. Don't want my little Allen, yeah, my little spanner.
It's so funny. What are you doing?
I'm just blowing into it. Just
Do I need to blow it?
you can do it on that side. They're already tested, basically. So what I just did was I just blew into where the fuel goes in and lifted the float up until it stopped. And I'm just looking at how much extra room I've got to go there, which is perfect.
I don't get it.
Right.
So I blow into this,
No.
into this.
Make sure it's the right one. Yeah. So you blow into that, and then you slowly lift that up until you can't blow anymore. And then you sort
Until
of
I
hold
can't
it.
blow.
Yep. And then you look to see how much extra room you've got there.
Yeah,
You've got
plenty.
loads.
Yeah, okay.
There is an actual measurement that you're supposed to use using like digital calipers and things.
But we are old school.
I'm old school. I do it this way, and I've always done it this way, and it's never let me down. So I
Okay.
just make sure that you basically want to make sure that
It's enough.
if your float was all the way up, that you couldn't blow in. Right.
Yeah.
Right, now you take your float bowl. You take your gasket, O-ring, rubber thing, rubber seal, put it in the top, get your carb.
Make sure that it's recording. Yeah.
Get your carb, seat it over the top. I can't get mine in because... Yep, yours is alright.
Yay!
Now
That is so satisfying.
Turn it upside down and just...
I'm not surprised why you're doing carbs.
Oh, it's great fun.
So which bolts are we putting on this?
Right, we've got replacement ones we're going to put in. So because this is stainless steel and these are aluminium, what you need to do is protect the stainless steel from reacting with the aluminium. And I've always found that a bit of anti-seize copper slip is exactly what the doctor ordered. It just creates a bit of a barrier between the steel and the stainless steel and the aluminium. You only need a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. We'll put it in that one there. Right, tighten that bad boy up. Right. So what we're going to do now is take that screw out of there.
So it goes to the big mothership now.
Big mothership, yeah. Take that off. So, as you know, these are all numbered. You've got number 4.
Which goes on that side.
Yeah, this is number 3, number 2, number 1 goes here. So, what we need to do is we've got a little bit of fuel line here. These go between the carbs.
Okay.
And then we're going to do it this way for this because this is just easier. A little bit of...
So the rest, like putting the top bit,
we put that on when it's
after
all back
on.
together,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Teeny tiny Jubilee clips.
Which are here.
Are they called Jubilee clips?
Just little tiny annoying as hell clips is what I call them.
That's when you use your teeny tiny pliers.
Yeah, well, what we could have done, we could have slipped it on the end first. But don't break your nail. You use a combination of that and a screwdriver just to get it over the little ridgy bit.
I don't think I'm doing it well.
Annoying as hell. Don't do what I did.
What did you do? I'm just gonna use my nails.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah. Look, that works perfectly.
Ah, perfect.
Here we go.
Right, I'm going to do the same on this one now, but I'm going to try something different. A little bit of washing up liquid on it, and I'm going to try it with the... No, we'll do that next time with all the others then.
Yeah. That was clever.
There we go. Right. So what we've got to do now is we've got to get the carb on. We've got to get that in, and we've got to get that in. All at the same time. As well as getting that shaft through all of that. Assembly. And that. So we'll start with that. We'll just lube up the...
And we're gonna put the Jubilee clip on.
Yeah.
Where is it?
There. I'll just put that on there and put some on that one.
I feel like I'm doing a surgery.
You are. Surgery on your carbs. Well, this is the heart of it.
Lungs.
Lungs and... Yeah. Oh
Lungs
yeah,
of-
these are the lungs of your precious Jonesy.
Yeah.
Right, we've not got the shaft in correctly at the top.
We didn't?
Nope.
Oh yeah, it slipped off.
So sit it upright.
Just need to a little bit out. Yep. Let's do it. Yeah.
Use the pliers to lift it from the inside. Just enough to... There we go.
Soon.
Okay, so that's in enough there. So now we just manhandle that on, make sure that's lined up, and then using a little bit of gravity. There we go.
It's on.
In. So that's on. That's on. Check it.
That's so cool.
There's a little bit misalignment, but that's because we've not got the got the back of it on, and we've not got the inlet side on yet either. And that's square everything up, and everything will work then. Right, last part to do on these bits is the tops. So you've got your gasket there, which is there. You'll see on this that there's locating holes on it. Wang it on. And these ones are going into the aluminium again, so we need to bit of copper on them.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. That should go in there. Just put this one on the bottom. Everything there. Last parts on which we've got to work out how we're going to do it. So we are basically nearly there now on these. Choke blades in now, so these are the ones that you have to get in.
You would have said that.
Shh. Yeah, so if you hold that like that, and what I will do is entangle them into position. Now, brilliant. So the mechanics of it are done. We just need to get the brackets on now. So we'll start with the back plate bit because we know how we're going to attach this. That's that done. What we'll do now is we'll just check the linkages are all okay. So good. Actually moves better than it did before.
Did it?
That one moves okay. That one moves okay.
Happy days.
Happy days. Now we just need to put this one on, which we're going to replace them with that, but that's too long, so I'm going to get the angle grinder out. This is my naughty angle grinder.
Is it naughty?
Yeah, because I can't find the guard for it.
Oh, okay. So we're not filming this for health and safety.
I don't recommend doing this.
Don't do this at home.
Do you know why you put nuts on?
So you know exactly where to,
You know exactly where to cut, and also you undo them and it cleans the thread off. Now you've got to watch out for flying broken discs. Stand over there, way over there.
Just go behind the Valkyria.
That's one.
Yay!
Last one. Done.
Done!
And success. Nobody died.
Nobody died.
That's how I measure success nowadays. Did anybody die? No, well, that's a win.
I'm alive!
Look at that.
Not too tight, yeah?
No, nice and tight on those ones.
Nice and tight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that done?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that the wrap?
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, we're going to test it, but we'll test them now. I'll rig up some fuel line and oh, it's like a baby.
I'm gonna sleep with my set of carbs tonight. Gonna take it to John's tomorrow.
I kept your box as well.
Oh, thank you very much. Amazon special delivery service.
Don't put them away yet. We need to test them.
Let's test them.
Yeah.
Let's test them now.
Let's test them. Okay, let's test them. Let's test them.
But we're gonna ruin them.
No. We're gonna test them on the bench there.
Yeah, but they
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Promise? Okay.
Be fine. It will be fine. I'll get it just to sit. There we go. Right. So, I've got a bit of fuel. I need to get petrol.
Where we can get petrol?
I have a can around the corner.
Oh, okay.
No, that'll do. Right, I'm just going to get my...
Smells nice.
It smells like unleaded. Can you hold that, please?
Smells expensive.
This is quite old petrol.
Oh, okay.
You get a good head of pressure on it, and then it's finest super unleaded. Don't do this at home. Do that bad boy up. Right.
So now we will check if it is not leaking.
Yep.
Okay.
If it leaks, I accept no responsibility. So what we should do is put Squiddly Widdly on. Just take that off for a second to get over either side of the vise. So this is just so we can drain the bowls after we're done. I'll put this fuel line on, turn the fuel on, and it will go in and stay in.
Okay.
Here we go. It's going in.
There's no dramatic sound or anything. Just quietly getting in. I'm not getting out. Not yet.
I think it's a success.
I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a leak there.
Yeah.
Aha! I found a big leak
Okay.
there. I'll find...
Okay, why it's leaking here? Do we know?
No,
We don't know.
not yet.